Welcome to Himani Coaching Center. We are committed to simplify concepts and amplify confidence of all the students who are watching our videos to learn maths, physics, and chemistry. Today, we are going to talk about finding highest common factor HCF and lowest common multiple LCM for class 4 and 5 students. So kids, we have already made videos on finding HCF and LCM, doing prime factorization method, and a series on finding common factors. If you have not watched those videos, you go to the description and the link is provided. Okay, do watch those videos and then come back to watch this video. Also, if you are watching the video for the first time, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Okay, so today we will discuss how to find HCF by method of long division. Okay, so now let us say we want to find HCF of 21 and 77. Okay, and we will use long division method. Okay, for how do we find with prime factors? We have already done the video, you can see there. So in this case, what we do, we take the bigger number, which in this case is 77, and we divide it by 21. So when we divide, so what will happen? Now see, how do we divide? So if you want to learn division by two-digit numbers, the link is provided in the description. Now for now, 2 and 7, so 2 threes are 6 and 2 fours are 8, so 2 times 3, so we will try with 3, so 63. So we get 3 here, we get 63 here. Then we subtract 7 minus 3 is 4, 7 minus 6 is 1. Now kids, what is happening? We have got a remainder. Now what we do, we will use the remainder as the divisor, and we will take the divisor of previous one, which is 21, and make it the dividend. So now what we will do, we will divide 21 by 14, and we will keep on doing this till the time we get remainder as 0. So now let us look at the table of 14. So 14 times 1 is 14, and 14 twos are 28. So we will do with 1. So now when we subtract, we get 7. Now again, what will we do? 14 comes and becomes the dividend. Now what will happen? 7 times 2 is 14 and the remainder is 0. So HCF of 21 and 77 is 7. Why 7? Because when we got the division done by 7, the remainder is 0. So this is how we find the HCF of two numbers, in fact more than two numbers also, by long division method. Okay, now let us take one more question. Okay, and try to find HCF of, let us say I want to find HCF of 15 and 40. So kids, what is the bigger number here? I'm sure you would have guessed it right. 40 is the bigger number, so that goes inside, and we divide by 15. Okay, now see, if you know how to do write the table of 15, okay, again we have made a video on this. You can go to the description and click the link. For now, see, 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are 30, 15 threes are 45. Now 45 is bigger number, so we will go to 2. So 15 twos are 30 and we get 0, 1, 10 as remainder. Now what will we do? What is our step? Now this 15 becomes the dividend and 10 times 1 is a 10. Then we get 5 and then now 10 becomes the dividend and 5 times 2 is 10. The remainder is 0. So the HCF is 5. So we will say HCF of 15 and 40 is 5. Okay, kids. I hope you have understood this. Okay. Now I am going to give you a question. Yeah. So let me write the question for you and you find the HCF of 36 and 48. So what you do, you pause the video, try doing this question. Once you are done, you can start the video and check if you have done it correctly. Advice to parents or elders who are watching the video along with kids, please pause the video, let the kids solve it, and then you can come back and see whether the working is correct or not. Now kids, let us look at the question. We have to find HCF of 36 and 48 by long division method. So what is the bigger number here? 48. What should we do? Divide it by 36. Now, see, 4 and this 3, so 3 ones are, so 36 times 1 is a 36. Then we subtract 8 minus 6 is 2, 4 minus 3 is 1, and then 36 becomes the dividend and we have to divide it by 12. So now look at the table of 12. 12 ones are 12, 12 twos are 24 and 12 threes are 36. So can you see this is 36 and the remainder is 0. So HCF of 36 and 48 is 12. Okay. Now kids, we will do finding the HCF of three numbers. Okay, let's do that. Let us find HCF of three numbers using long division method. Okay, so let us take three numbers as 16, 36 and 64. Okay, so here what happens? You take the biggest number, put it as dividend. So what is biggest number here? 64. And you take smallest number and take it as divisor. So what is the smallest number here? 16. So now we have to divide 64 by 16. So let us write the table of 16. So 16 ones are 16. 16 twos are 32. Okay, kids, I have taught this simple method of writing two-digit table. Okay, description has the link. Watch that and make the table in just a minute. Okay, now 16 fours are 64. Now this, what are we getting? We are getting 0 as remainder. So what does that mean? That HCF of 64 and 16 is 16 only. Okay. So now we take 16 and 36. Now which is the bigger number here? 36. So we will have to follow the same step. 36 is dividend, 16 is the divisor. I have already made the table of 16. Can you see 16 times 2 is 32, 3 is 48. So we go to 16 times 2, 32. 36 minus 32 is a 4. Now 16 becomes the dividend. 4 times 4 is 16 and remainder is 0. So kids, what has happened? HCF of 16 36 and 64. The answer is 4. Okay, we will do one more question. You can pause the video and do the work, note down this particular working. Okay, now let us take another question and find the HCF of three numbers using same long division method. Okay, so let us take numbers which are 16, 24 and 30. Now kids, what was the rule? Take the biggest number. What is the biggest number here? 30. What is the smallest number here? 16. So divide 30 by 16. Now the table of 16 is already there. 16 ones are 16, 16 twos are 32. So 32 is bigger. We go back and do 16 ones are 16. Subtract 0 is smaller. We need to borrow. So this is 3 gives 1, so becomes 2. 10 minus 6 is a 4 and 2 minus 1 is a 1. So 14 is a remainder. Now what we do? 16 becomes the dividend. Now let us write table of 14. So 14 times 1 is a 14. 14 times 2 is a 28, which is bigger number. So we go to 1. So now 16 minus 14. So 6 minus 4 is a 2. And now what will happen? We will do division of 14 by 2. So 2 times 7 is 14 and remainder is 0. So what is the HCF of 16 and 30? 2. Now you do what? 24, which is bigger number, and it gets divided by 2. So can you see 2 ones are 2, 0, 4 comes down, 2 twos are 4, and now we find that 2 is the HCF of 16, 24 and 30. So kids, this is how we do the working. Okay. Now I am writing a question for you. You can quickly note this down. Okay. And now let me write a question and you will pause the video and solve the question and then come back and see if you got it right. So I want you to find the HCF of 25, 45 and 75 by long division method. Okay. So advice to parents or elders who are watching the video to help the kids, please pause the video, let the kids solve the question and come back and check whether the solution is correct or not. So now kids, what will we do? I hope many of you would have got it right. So let us follow the steps. Write the biggest number, 25. Sorry, biggest number is 75, smallest one is 25. So we are dividing 75 by 25. Now, see, 7 which is bigger than 2. So 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8. So we will go with first guess which is 3. So you will get 75 here. So we get a remainder of 0. So what does that mean? It means HCF of 25 and 75 is 25 only. Now we will check the HCF of 25 and 45. 45 is the bigger number, goes inside and with 25. Now look at the table of 2. So 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6. So now do 25 times 2. It is 50, bigger number. So go to 1. 25 times 1 is 25. Remainder is 20. Now divide 25 by 20. So 20 times 1 gives us 20 and we get 5. Then 20 becomes the dividend and 5 fours are 20, remainder is 0. So the HCF of these three numbers is 5. Okay. To all of you who got it right, Very well done. Those who could not get it right, practice more. You will eventually get it right because practice makes a person perfect. Okay? No one is a born genius. We become genius by practicing. So practice a lot, okay, and become a genius. Now, what we will learn after this is finding LCM. Okay, again, we have covered finding LCM by uh, prime factorization in the previous videos. Do watch those video, link is in the description. Now we will use short division method to find LCM. So let us say I want to find LCM of 6 and 18. So kids, what you do, write the numbers separated by a comma. So 6, comma 18. Okay. And then make L shape bracket like this. Okay. Now start doing prime factorization such that just see with what number both the numbers can be divided. So can you see 6 and then this is 8 even numbers. So what is the prime number which can divide it? 2. So let's do that. So write 2 here, divide 6 by 2, you will get 3. When you divide 18 by 2, we get 9. Now 3 and 9, both of them are divisible by 3. And remember, kids, we do only prime factorization. Okay. So now 3 divided by itself will give us 1, while 9 divided by 3 gives us 3. Then just take 3. 1 is not divisible, just write 1, but 3 is divisible, write 3 divided by 3. And now we have got LCM of 6 and 18. How? We will say LCM equals 2 into 3 into 3. So now 2 times 3 is a 6, 6 times 3 is a 18. So the LCM of 6 and 18 is 18. Okay. Now, let us move to one more question. Okay, let us see if we can do the LCM of some number. Let us take 21 and 35. Okay, now kids, this number, how will you do? See, you can do 2 and 1, 3. So that is divisible by 3. But 3 and 5 is 8, so not divisible. Okay, so you can just do that. Okay, 21 is divisible, let us divide by 3, you get 7. 35 is not divisible, keep it as 35. Okay, now if you know the table of 7, you will figure out that 7 divided by itself would be 1. 35 divided by 7 is going to give us 5. And now what will we do? Divide by 5 because 5 is a prime number. So the LCM of 21 and 35 is 3 times 7 times 5. So 21 times 5, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10. So the LCM is 105. Okay. So, kids, now I am going to give you a question. Okay, you can just pause the video and find the LCM for the numbers which I am going to give you. Okay, so find the LCM of 15 and 25. Pause the video, do the working, and then restart the video and see how you have done. Okay. Okay, kids, so now let us do the bracket thingy. Now, unit digit is 5 here, 5 here. That means what? Both the numbers are divisible by 5. So let us write 5 here. 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. 25 divided by 5 gives us 5 only. Okay. Then 3 is divisible by 3, so gives 1. 5 is not, so we just write it as it is. But we know now 5 is divisible by 5, so 1 will be as it is and 5 ones are 5. The moment you get 1 and 1, we stop. So what is the LCM now? LCM of 15 and 25 equals 5 into 3 into 5. Okay, 5 into 3 into 5. So you will get 5 threes are 15 times 5. 5 fives are 25. 2 carry over, 5 ones are 5, 75. Okay, 5 plus 2 is 7. So this is how we find the LCM. Those of you who got it right, very good. Those of you who did not get it right, don't worry. Practice more and you will get it right. Okay. Now let us find LCM of three numbers using the long short division method. So 21, 35 and 70. So we want to find the LCM of this. Okay. So see kids, you can look at this unit digit 5 and unit digit is 0. That means these numbers should be divisible by 5. 21 is not. So let us write 5 here and note down 21, copy it down as it is, put a comma. Now 5 times 7 is 35. Now for finding what will give, when 70 is divided by 5, so just do the division. 5 ones are 5, 7 minus 5, 2, 0, 5 fours are 20. So you will get a 14 here. Now, if we know the table of 7, let us put it. So 7 times 3 is a 21. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is a 2. So now 3 gets divided by 3 gets 1. 1 is not divisible. Write it down as it is. 2 is not divisible. Write it down as it is. Now divide by 2. So 1, 1, 1. So what is the LCM of 21, 35 and 70? LCM is 5 times 7 times 3 times 2. So let us do the working. 5 times 7 is a 35 times 3 times 2 which is 6. Now 35 into 6. So 6. So if you want you can do it here. So 6 times 5 is a 30, 3 carry over, 6 times 3 is 18, 18 plus 3 is 21. So the LCM is 210. So kids, I hope you have understood how to find HCF by division method and LCM by short division method. In the next class, now we will go into fractions. Request to the parents who are watching the video, please share the video with other parents in the school group or in your apartment or in your family and network and help me spread work. Do like the video, give your invaluable comments. Thank you.